Hi, everybody. Welcome to Two Black Girls, One Rose, where two black ass girls finally invade a black dating show. I'm Justine.
I'm ASHIMA FRANKLin.
Yay! Ashima's on the pod this week. So excited.
Yay!
Natasha is off living her best life in Hawaii with her boo. She turned 30 yesterday, so she joined me. Yep, in the
Nice.
30
Go
club.
Tasha.
Yep. I was in Aruba 2 weeks ago. She was in Hawaii this week, so we're just like living it up for our Sagittarius
That's what's
lives.
up. Boot up, boot up. You better kick the podcast to the curb to go be with your boo. Natasha's with her man, so she'll just be listening to this episode.
Mhm. Mhm.
We are not mad, honey. We are not mad.
Oh my gosh. So we are so excited to just kind of get the tea from Ashima, see what's going on. Not necessarily with her and Darren, because we know there was NDAs signed, but just kind of get the tea on like the producers of the show and all that kind of
Mhm.
stuff. So if you're ready, before we recap this episode, we're going to start off with a little mini interview.
Okay.
So first question, how did you hear about the opportunity to be on Ready to Love?
One of my friends, Maurice Sims, shout out to Maurice Sims, love him. He's the promoter for comedy shows. And
Mm-hmm.
I think he has a friend that does casting. And she sends me, I think she like sent him the link
Mm-hmm.
because she knows that he's around comedians or whatever all the time. And so he just was like, I sent it to you, Shima. And he sent me the link, which was the application.
Mm-hmm.
And then I sent it to my manager, and she looked over and was like, you know what, you single? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you should do this. Like, you're a mom, you're a professional stand up, your life is interesting,
Mm-hmm.
and you won't need a man. So let's get on TV and see if we can find one.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much how it happened. We filled out the application,
Mm-hmm.
and I heard back from them maybe like a week or so later,
Oh
and
wow,
then the process
quick.
just started. Yeah, it did. The process was pretty quick. The
Yeah.
process just started from that point on. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it was something where you really went on thinking, like, have you seen season one or anything like that?
Okay, so I had never seen season one.
Okay.
To be honest with you, I had never even heard of the show.
Okay.
So what I did do, I forgot to tell that part. I went back and I looked at season one on demand
Mm-hmm.
because I have been approached about reality TV before, and I'm a little, I
Mm-hmm.
like reality TV. It's like one of my guilty pleasures.
Yeah.
But we see a lot happen on reality TV. And
Mm-hmm.
it's just some stuff that I'm just not gonna do. Like I'm not gonna fight. I can't fight. I
Yeah.
don't want to fight. I'm gonna be the first person to run from the fight on reality TV. I'll be like, girl, I'm going out the back door. They ain't gonna, I'm gone. So, but once I saw the show and
Mm-hmm.
saw, how classy it was, and these were real people with, real life and really want to find love, I was
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, I can do that. And it was a couple of handsome men on that first season.
There
So
were.
I could bring a couple of them back. See if they can do this again with side. So
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
Oprah, you can't go wrong with Oprah, right?
Never.
So yeah, right. So yeah, that's how I got on.
So talking about your dating history before the show, in the cast
Mm-hmm,
bios episode, you mentioned being friend zoned quite often during your
mm-hmm,
time dating before. Is that
right.
something that you kind of grew up with that dating history, or did it come later on? Like, talk to us about the
Um,
friend zoning thing.
I grew up. That's a good question for you to ask. I grew up with that, because
Mhm.
like I just start from like high school. High
Mhm.
school, I was the home girl. I wasn't that, I was a cute girl, but I wasn't that girl that all the guys was checking for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was skinny. I wasn't developed, but
Mhm.
I was always cool with the guys. And I think I had gotten so used to that till I stayed that same person even when a guy liked me. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah.
And
Yep.
And so I think, I was that's just the girl that I am and that I've been.
Mhm.
And so with me watching it on TV,
Mhm.
I can definitely see where I can maybe um, lady it up a little bit,
Mhm.
grown woman it up a little bit,
Mhm.
maybe not be so home girlish. I saw it. I saw myself. You know what I mean? I was like,
Yeah.
okay, maybe I could, show a different side,
Mhm.
especially that being vulnerable
Oh.
side.
Woo.
You know,
Whew.
that's I said on the show that was really that's kind of tough for me.
Oh
I
my
can
gosh,
eat like
yeah.
with being in the friend zone. If I
Mhm.
do get my heart broken, then I'll try to handle it like a man. You know what I mean?
Right. Yes. I do. I do. I do. I do. With this kind
We
of
just move
this.
on to the next nigga.
Yeah.
Immediately, okay? No, give me no time. Nobody got no time for that. It's like, let me get run on the phone. You know what I mean? I'm just the very next day. Because
Yeah.
that's how a man will do it.
Yes. Oh
It's
my
not
gosh.
emotional for them sometimes. So,
Mhm. Mhm. Until later. Sometimes
yeah,
their
until
emotions
later.
catch up to them. They're kind of farther back than with
Mm-hmm.
ladies. Okay, very interesting. So you said that when you were growing up, you were the homegirl. You were like kind of skinny. In
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta now, it seems like every girl is like dressed to the nines every day, like head to toe glam on the daily. There were some times where I didn't know if Alexis was on a day date, a night date, a lunch date, a brunch date,
Right.
drinks. I didn't know where she was going because her outfit was just like ready at all times. But the sun
Right.
was out. I was like, where is this girl going? So,
Yes.
talk to us about the like extreme glam culture in Atlanta and like getting used to that. Like, how does that work?
I mean, okay, so like I've been in Atlanta since 2005.
Okay.
And the extreme culture with the hair, the lashes,
Mm-hmm.
the clothes, it's all accessible right here in Atlanta. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Mm.
Atlanta is known for, you having your hair fried down, laid to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, a lot of beautiful black people in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
You can see a beautiful black girl at the Exxon. You can see a beautiful black girl at the Kroger. You can go downtown and see the same, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Beautiful black girl
Yep.
on each block. Um, and yeah, everybody had their days. I have my days, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm stepping out the house and because you can also see a man. You know what I mean? Like it's
Right.
just so easy to meet people in Atlanta. But it's not like everybody just glammed up every day, all day. I mean,
Oh,
some
okay.
days I go out and look at a mess, but some days I don't.
Okay.
I guess it's like a little balance or whatever. But I think the thing is, it's just like it's so many beautiful black women here, like
Yes.
and successful black women that's
Yes.
on their shit and that ain't got no man, that want a man,
Mm-hmm.
that we don't necessarily, dumb down our shit, but sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
we might date a man that might not have as much as we do,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
which is okay,
Yeah.
you
For
know.
the yeah.
But
Yeah.
we prefer for them to
Yeah.
have
I always refer back to an email that we got from a listener who said that because the cost of living in Atlanta is so much lower, you could be fly with a lot less.
Yeah, you can.
You
You
know?
can be fly and still have you a nice house, long as you don't get
Yep.
caught up in the Atlanta doing it every night. Because the thing about Atlanta is something to do every single solitary night.
Mm.
Now, and that's how people get caught up in. Once you get used to it,
Yeah.
then it's like, hey, as long as I know if I do want to do something, I can do it.
Yeah.
But you still gotta pay your bills.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
So there are a lot of successful, I'm sure entrepreneurial too, women in Atlanta who are like doing
Yes, it
amazing
is.
things who probably
Mm-hmm.
run into a lot of like Chipotle managers who are doing really great for themselves and don't want to do nothing else but manage that Chipotle. And that
Mm-hmm.
might not match the hustle. There's nothing
Mm-hmm.
wrong with
Mm-hmm.
managing a Chipotle, but it just might not match the
Match the
hustle.
hustle. That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
And then that's when women like me come across as, very dominant, have very dominant
Mhm.
attitude. You know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
we on the grind. You
Yeah.
know, I'm used to taking care of myself. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying, and taking care of my child, and
Mhm.
just I'm survival mode all the time. So.
Yeah. Oh boy.
But they say I need to soften up and let a man come in and take care of me. And I'm like, well,
Take
okay,
care.
come on in. Bring the bag of money. Come on,
Yeah,
take care of me.
right.
What? Shut me up, sit me down. You know, I don't think it's gonna be that hard.
Oh my gosh. And your son just had a birthday recently, right?
He did. He just turned 11.
Oh my gosh, another Sag. Happy
Yes.
birthday.
Party was lit. We
Oh,
had so much
fun.
fun. Oh, yeah, a lot of fun.
Fun. Okay, so question about friendship. So how close do the girls on the show get? Because you guys are all dating the same guys, but everybody has their phone numbers and it gets kind of dicey there. So like how good friends are you?
We were really all pretty close. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm gonna just keep it 100. Divine and I hit it off.
Mhm.
Alexis and I hit it off at the first mixer. Like
Okay.
Alexis is my BFF on the show. Let me go and put that
Oh,
out there.
nice.
Alexis is so sweet. Like we was kind of like supporting one another throughout the journey. Just
Mhm.
being like a listening ear. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
trying to help each other make the best decisions. You know what I'm saying? When it
Yeah.
came to us, connecting with the guys. Me and Divine hit it off. Me and Divine was my wine bar buddy,
Oh,
and
okay.
so was Tondi. Me and Tondi hit it off real good
Ah.
because Tondi was my wine o'clock. I don't know if you ever see every time me and Tondi see each other on the show, we be like, "What's my wine o'clock?" And then I was Divine friend at the wine bar because Divine doesn't drink. So I always drink her wine. So I
Oh.
had to be her friend because I was drinking wine. No, but then Divine is real cool though. I love Divine. She
Yeah.
is funny as hell. That's my girl. Um, and then everybody else is also real cool too.
Yeah.
Now once we was going towards the end of the journey,
Mhm.
because Alexis and I was just a tad bit more tighter,
Mhm.
and her and Divine were doing their back and forth about London,
Mhm.
I leaned more towards Alexis' side.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Which kind of divided me and Divine a little bit.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Alexis is my friend. Even though Divine
Right.
being you cool, but Alexis is my friend. Alexis is the one I talk
Yeah.
on the phone to, blah, 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 blah. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So for a minute, it was like weird whenever I would see Divine.
Mhm.
And the last time I actually saw her at one of our watch parties, we chopped it up about it because I was like, I hate
Okay.
that it's weird between us because it's not me and you know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
And you and I share a lot of key moments on the show. And she agreed too. And so, we was like, oh, we cool.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Happy to hear that because we
I
know.
kind of did the same thing with Tondi because
Mm.
I was a little bit more closer with Tondi, way more closer to Tondi than I was Reba. Me and Reba was cool, but me and
Mhm.
Reba never did like hit it off. And so when it was the Mario, Reba, and Tondi triangle,
Mhm.
once again, I lean more towards Tondi's side because Tondi is my girl.
Right. Right.
Oh, yeah, now I'm like a fifth grader when it comes to my friends. If she don't like you, then I don't like you.
Oh my
And I need
god.
to go out of there. I need to go out of there. But I am a fifth grader when it comes to my friends. If my friend don't like you, then we don't like you.
That's understandable. And we know that watching The Bachelor all year round, we watch these producers manipulate these friendships like crazy. And it doesn't seem like
Mm-hmm.
that's happening with Ready to Love. It doesn't seem like the producers are as like
No,
meddling. Yeah.
no. They didn't really meddle. That's a good question. They didn't really meddle when it came to the women and us interacting with each
Mhm.
other. They more so meddle, of course, our interaction with the men and women.
Mhm.
But when you think about it, it was annoying then,
Mhm.
but they have to meddle. They have to know what's going on because if anything happens off a camera that they don't know about, and then if we come back filming, say like if me and Darren was cool last time we filmed it, but
Mhm.
maybe we hung out off camera and maybe shit went left. They
Mm.
need to know shit went left because now when we come back filming, the last thing they know, we was good.
Right. Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Mm.
Okay, so we have a couple of like lightning round questions before we get into the
Okay.
recap. So, first question, I am ready for love because.
I am ready for love because I'm tired of being single.
Okay.
Let me just put that. Let me just say it. Let
Yeah.
me, sometimes that's not the easiest thing to say. I
Absolutely.
am I am tired of being by myself, and
Mhm.
I don't like to say that I'm lonely because I have friends and family.
Right.
But companionship is a totally different thing.
Mhm.
Having intimacy with somebody,
Mhm.
making memories, being with
Yeah.
the man, girl, is
Yeah.
a totally different thing. Because when you have a man, then fuck your friends and family, right? So
No.
I love it. I'm ready for love. I want to say friends and family. I just want to be a man. And to go in our own little world, to worry about nobody else. No, for real, I miss
Oh
that part of my life.
my god. Mhm.
I want that.
Okay. Okay. That's a great answer. The best gift that 2019 gave me was.
The best gift that 2019 gave me was an opportunity for me to show the world who ASHIMA Franklin is. It um it gave me opportunity. That's
Mhm.
the best that 2019 gave me. And
Nice.
every opportunity, I always love to say, is an opportunity to elevate. And
Absolutely.
it was so much more than just being on TV. I learned a lot
Mhm.
about myself.
Mhm.
And yeah,
Yeah. And we're so
2019 gave
happy.
me opportunity.
The way that I show self-love is.
The way that I show self love is I always encourage myself.
Mm.
I talk to Ashima,
Mhm.
if that makes sense.
Mhm.
You know, even when I may look on Twitter or
Ugh.
on Instagram and see something
Mhm.
that someone might says about me, I always remind myself
Yeah.
of who I am, where I come from, and why I am doing what I'm doing. Yeah,
Absolutely.
so I show self love by self assurance. Is
Yeah.
that it? Yeah.
That's amazing. And especially because you are not only in a male dominated field, but a field that you're a performer and you're a performer alone. So
Mm-hmm.
that
Right.
sort of self
Right.
talk is important.
Right.
Do you have an alter ego when you perform? Or is it just Ashima?
Um, it's a Shima Franklin.
It's Ashima. Oh!
It's a Shima Franklin.
Okay, full go.
Okay, yes, most definitely.
Hey guys, that's a little taste of this week's episode. If you want to hear the full recap,
head on over to patreon.com/2blackgirls1rose and sign up to get weekly recaps and other Bachelor content from us.
see you next week.